What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Rolling Farmlands of Michigan. And I have been away for a little bit again. I know this is going to be really sad, but I had to put my cat down a couple days ago. So I have had to deal with that. But yeah, I'm doing okay. And yeah. I don't want to get too into it because otherwise I'm going to start getting emotional and I don't want to do that. Anyway, so we are now in July, which means our new oat field is ready. And was that a notification for the mower? It was. All right, so I've taken so long to get this episode started that the mower on the grass field is already done. So that's a bit of a problem. Kind of. Let's just go look at the mower real quick, just to show you guys. There it is. So yeah, he's done the whole field. That's how long it's taken. We need to go back to our semi, or our truck, because we have dried soybeans to sell. And I do believe there's only one sell point we can sell at for most products. And that would be the farmer's market, which is just up here along the edge of the road. In fact, it's right there. And yeah, kind of everything is all ready to go at the same time. I didn't really plan for that, but it's kind of how it happened. Let's get that going. So we should make a decent amount of change for that. Nothing in the sales. Cows are doing great. They did run out of food as I was speeding up time, so I've fed them everything I've had. Or they have? Something. There are some contracts, and I will definitely be doing that one and that one. Wow, this takes forever to download. Dun dun dun. We're making a lot of money though. It's at 371,000 plus a 31,000 environmental score. That is very good. I am very impressed with that number. So that brings our total to 551,000. I'm gonna connect to our pup trailer. Just for fun, really. So yeah, we used all of our cow feed. We have one silage bale and two straw bales left. So that is very concerning, actually. Yeah, very concerning. Good news is they do have, what did I say, 221,000 liters of feed, so it's a decent number. And the plan was, if you guys have forgotten, to chop the cornfield for silage. But that won't be ready for at least 2 more months before we can like actually chop it effectively. AI worker A has a nearly full grain tank. That's what you love to see. Can I go through here? I'm really hoping this is the right field. It is. Fantastic. Fantastic. Where is my grain cart? I should also say that a few mods have come out in the last couple days that we will be working very hard to get. Which actually, I think the one I can buy now, actually. But that wouldn't leave... Oh, man. Sorry. That wouldn't leave much money to do anything else. And I do not foresee us having enough food for the cows. So I foresee us buying some at some point. Man, this guy takes forever. How much of this do we own? Oh wow, we own all of this. Alright, so the next plan is, after we get all harvesting done, we're gonna chop down these trees. A lot of these trees, and we're gonna square this off completely. Because this guy is just taking too long to turn. And if he's only got 4 corners to deal with, that would be ideal. But he's got 2 down on the far end, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yikes. Alright, we can just leave this here because he's going to take so long. Let's find our mower. Let's bring that back. And I'm honestly not sure if I want to make this entire field hay, or maybe do the headlands and silage. I might do that, actually. I might have to run the rake manually for that, because he will do the whole field. And if we're gonna TED most of that, I'm gonna have to run the Rinmower, which is fine. Gives me something to do. Yeah, so the cows, they're not using this slurry pit. So it's kind of a waste of money. A big waste of money. Now what do I have in here? Alright, so my bale wrapper is in here, which I'm gonna need. Also, my windrower is in the back, which means I need to move this. This can actually go out to the field. Oh. I just realized. Wow, I'm kind of dumb. I just realized our mower has the conditioner on it. So all this is hay. Wow. Alright, well, that answers that question. It's all going to be hay. Well, I really hope our cow feed can last until we make some silage. Because if not, we're going to have to buy some. Which is very expensive, and I would prefer not to do that. Such a happy cow. Alright, how's my combine doing? Doing great. Oh, there's a lot more than 11 corners right there, because that comes out. Also, I'm counting every time he like stops and turns around. And you can tell that by the straw swath. So yeah, he stops and turns around quite often. Alright, while we wait for that, let's go ahead and look at a few things, mod-wise. So the first mod we got is this, the 8R High Horsepower. And it's got stock 500 horsepower. 524 to be exact. And you can upgrade that to 634, which is absolutely crazy. It's also bigger than a base game 8R, or a base 8R, something like that. Not too terribly big, but I mean, you can tell this is a chunky boy. And then if we put some duals on it, it's pretty nice. Very nice. And there's all kinds of customizations with it, which we will do that. But yeah, the price is 477,000. So we'd have less than 100 grand left if we bought it right now. So I don't think that's a good idea. Also, that guy is coming back this direction. Also, we got a free content upgrade for Farm Sim. And we got the 6M, which is actually my favorite small tractor. I just love the thing. We probably won't get it on this series because we don't necessarily need it, and it's 120,000. Can't I change how much horsepower it has? Yes, I can. So yeah, there's that. And then in balers, we got a new John Deere baler. So yeah, I would like to use this at some point. Again, we probably won't use it in this series because we already have a John Deere baler. But I don't know. Alright, that was perfect timing because our sprayer is done. And it used a lot of that fertilizer, which I was not expecting. So then our other field is field 24 over on the left-hand side. It's kind of an awkward shaped field. Might have to do some of that manually because I don't think this sprayer will fit. And well, it'll fit into that field. It's just some pieces are a little weird. Also, I think we are out of fertilizer. I know we have some in the sprayer itself, but that will not last the entire field. And I think there's herbicide in the trailer. We have solid fertilizer. So we're just gonna do that. Soybean field and cornfield, for that matter, are looking very good. Looking very good. Nice straight rows. Love to see it. Oh, here's a cornfield. How much is that field? 98,000. Well, that's actually really good. And that's the only cornfield other than ours. Interesting. You know, I might actually buy that field. Depending on how much chaff we get off of that our cornfield. I might end up just chopping both of them just to be safe. Because I mean, we have, how many cows do we have? We have 250 cows, and if they can't eat, or if they eat more than, what did I feed them earlier? Like 150,000? And that was back in April. So they've gone basically 3 months. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna have enough feed to get all the way through. Because if we chop the corn in September, that might last in the winter. Oh man. Decisions. How's this guy doing? Oh, he's done with the headlands. Look at that. Alright, he is all empty, and while we're here, we might as well go unload it into the truck. You know, I think I will buy that cornfield, because then that way we can fertilize it and potentially spray it for weeds. No, there are no weeds. Fantastic. Yeah, I think we do that. I think that's a worthwhile investment. I'm going to move this out of the way. Good enough. You know, I suppose we should probably start baling. Would probably make the most sense. And I think I shall. I do need to check. What is my bale size on? It is on 150s. Fantastic. Or 150s, 180s. And I'm gonna do the insides first. Give or take. Bum ba bum. Oh, hey, we have a combine. We should probably check on it. Alright, and that is empty. And we shall go back to bailing. All right. But that will do it for today, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.